Authorities have been warning Victorians about potentially devastating fire conditions on Boxing Day for over a week now. And today, their fears of soaring temperatures and tough conditions have been realised. The fire in the Grampians National Park has been burning and expanding for 9 days. It's ripped through more than 55,000 hectares of bush, 1/3 of the national park. As we go to air tonight, there are emergency warnings current for a number of areas, including Halls Gap, Pomonal and Moyston. Winds have picked up, creating even tougher conditions for firefighters as the blaze threatens homes and lives. Cyan Valance reports from Stawell.
Strong, hot winds fanning a rapidly growing and ferocious fire. Today was always going to be tough.
Extreme fire dangers today is what was predicted, and that's what we got. We saw those high, hot temperatures into the northwest of the state and those hot northerly winds.
The fire in the Grampians National Park is burning at such an alarming rate, authorities are now all but certain homes will be lost.
Firefighters, I can say, are doing everything possible to protect life and protect property.
This property west of Moyston is in the fire's path. Darryl Lord has chosen to stay.
You sent the missus away though?
Yeah, look, no, you better finish. Yeah.
Better if she's not here.
Yeah.
Firefighters braced all day for the change of wind direction, pushing the fire towards properties. First south, then east, before winds became erratic and unpredictable.
The fire has broached containment lines from the Grampians National Park. It is moving very much east under that westerly frontal system.
Jack Blake was on the receiving end of those gusty winds in Stawell.
With the wind, it just come crashing down, so it gives you an idea of what the weather's been like lately. Most of Stawell heard it. Yeah, come crashing down. Yeah.
And what did it sound like?
It sounded just like a tree falling.
With the cool change came a bit of reprieve, but the danger is far from over. Authorities have been pleased by the number of people heeding their warnings.
You do what you're told to do, and that's it. We're fine with that.
The grandmother did get to spend Christmas with her family. For the many who couldn't, residents rallied, donating gifts and food.
Having been through fires out on our farm and my ex-husband having to shoot sheep because they had burnt feet years ago, that was probably my driver.
I think after the February fires, a lot of people have been prepared for this, and there's been a big build-up towards it as well, and I think the community has come together really well.
Many locals here in Stawell are opening their homes to evacuees, offering their spare rooms or in some cases their Airbnbs, which would usually be full of tourists at this time of year. Nobody knows how long these guests will need to stay.
We just go with the flow and hope for the best.
In limbo, at the mercy of a fire that's set to burn for weeks. Cyan Valance, ABC News.
And Cyan joins us now from Stawell. Cyan, what's the latest on these conditions around the Grampians fire?
Good evening, Jeremy. Well, the conditions are changing all the time. This wind is relentless, but it keeps changing directions, which makes it incredibly difficult for firefighters to get on top of the fire. One positive is that the temperature here in the Grampians has dropped, and it will continue dropping overnight. There could even be a little bit of rain, but if it happens, it would only be up to 1 millimetre. So on the positive, there is the cooler weather, but firefighters do have to contend with this wind that is just relentless, pushing that fire in different directions. Jeremy.
Now, you've been meeting people at the Emergency Relief Centre. What have they been telling you?
It's a real mix. Most of them are exhausted. Anyone who had to evacuate from Halls Gap did so almost a week ago, last Friday night. Some of them had to sleep in their cars. We spoke with a young family today who'd been travelling for 2 years and finally moved into their first home after all that time living in a caravan. And now they've had to evacuate once more. They don't know if they'll have a home to go back to. So there's a lot of anxiety given we have no idea what tonight holds. But one common thread from everyone we've met is that the community here in Ararat and all around has just been absolutely rallying, helping, doing anything they can to support the people who do have to evacuate as we face another night of uncertainty.